Hello everyone, and welcome back to another BattleBox Buyer's Guide, where this time we will be tackling the cloned kin of the Leagues of Votaan. So, I'm going to be very honest, I have played basically every edition of 40k since 2nd, and I was on the verge of quitting when the Leagues of Votan were announced, and I love these guys. I love them so very, very much. I love the old NASA punk aesthetic. I think it's a really, really fun update for the model line. I like they've kept the bikers, but they've made them look more sort of sci-fi. Well, not even bikers, the trikes, and made them more like sci-fi hover trikes. I I really like these guys. I genuinely love. I love the Iron King. Come on, come over it. I think it's a really fun, like retro design in a way that like Adeptus Mechanicus has it, but it's not quite where I'm at with them. I think these models are great. Yeah, if I was about to say if I have one complaint, I don't really have a complaint. I am one of the people who actually doesn't. I'm fine with them not having beards. I like them not just being space dwarves. Um, which you may have also noticed by the fact that it's hard to tell on these. I have other models where it's slightly easier. But yeah, I've gone. These are actually painted Afrofuturist style. They are painted in the style of the Kikuyu tribe from Kenya. It's where their name comes from as well. But yeah, I don't think they need to be Norse mythology dwarves to work, and I just think these guys are great. Uh, no real notes here. So, as a combat patrol, these guys are fairly middling. The problem they have is that as a range, the Leagues of Votan don't really have much that feels like the mid-range heavy thing. You know, like they don't really have a Ghost Kill or a Doomstalker or anything. I actually quite like I'm it's going to come up in the Tower Necron reviews. I like it when you can split units and both sides have a distinct, different thing that they do. The reason it's going to come up in the Tower Necron ones is because you can't split their units. Um, yeah, like it's all right. They don't really have a particularly brilliant time dealing with like the heavier stuff, but it's okay to have a weakness. And when if the berserks can get into melee combat with it, it will probably die. Yeah, it's balanced, it's fun. Yeah, I again just no, yeah, it's all right. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely not bad, and it's playable, which makes it all right. Distinctly 5 out of 10. Well, I guess 7 out of 10 for you kids who think 7 out of 10 means average. Um, yeah, yeah, like I say, just it's not great, not awful. And here we risk the problems. As a combat patrol, if you build it as the combat patrol is meant to be, this is kind of a crap starter for a League of Votan army. Like, don't get me wrong, every unit in it is good. I mean, there's not enough units in the Votan army to be picky at the moment, But you get a Carl, you get some Pioneers are excellent. The Chthonian Berserks are amazing. The problem I have, and it's a problem with all of the split units, is half of your warrior unit is melee, half of your warrior unit is ranged. Because the High-Las auto rifle and the Magna rifle do not want to be in the same unit. Now you can, you can just like make up for this by buying another box of warriors or a second combat patrol, and like I guess smashing them together. Having two close range. I would honestly put L7 missile launchers as the second weapon on both of these units, but yeah, that's just because I love the L7 launcher. Yeah, no, I like. You could probably, just expand this out by getting a second unit, getting another Carl in there. I would probably stick with more of the axe berserks, but the hammers aren't awful. They feel more specialized. The axe berserks can deal with whatever you throw them at. As far as savings as a starter, RRP, this ends up saving you like 42.50. It's like 137.50 for if you bought all these individually for a 95 quid RRP box. So it's pretty good savings. I'm kind of talking myself around while I'm doing this. I could reshoot it, but I'm not going to. Yeah, there. It's a pretty good starter. I would absolutely just build out both of the units to have two 10-strong warrior units that actually do their specific things. If it was up to me, I built this unit specifically for combat patrol. I have a whole bunch. I bought a whole bunch of warrior units when they first came out. I don't really rate the High-Las assault cannon, whatever. That I don't rate that particularly highly, but that's mostly me. I prefer the plasma beamer for close range and the Magna rail for longer range. Yeah. And also the plasma pistol, absolutely. As you may have noticed in several of my games, I forget the plasma pistol even exists because it's got a 6-inch range. Would not put that as an actual thing. But yeah, it's as far as expanding out, it is definitely not the worst combat patrol I've seen. It's again, I love the models. It is deciding the average on everything else. I will be interested to see if, like the Adeptus Mechanicus, they got a new combat patrol to go alongside the old one. I'll be interested to see if the Leagues of Votaan get a new one when their next codex drops for 10th. But until then, I will absolutely enjoy continuing to play these guys. And until then, thanks for watching, and yeah, goodbye.